They love the situation they're in right now, playing very well, but looking ahead. They know there's still a lot left to prove.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Duncan. Then there's Gervin. Then it's Tony Parker. And it's Robinson in at the center. And for the Hawks, we've got Dominique Wilkins. Hudson is out there with Young. And it's Mutombo. And it's Pettit in at the 4. Robinson misses. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. They're getting their first look of the season at San Antonio in this one.
Yeah, and a pair of losses for them in their meetings last season. And the cold, hard truth about it, they just had a hard time beating anybody last year.
6 to shoot, and that one's good. Wilkins. Instead, it seems like the key matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
Well, you aren't kidding.
Young with the ball. To the paint. Pass to Pettit. Launches a 3. Drills it from outside.
Oh, that's a great find by Mutombo, a guy who always seems to make the right play.
And it's the Spurs ball. It's a 3-point game. Duncan with the screen for Parker. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Pass to Hudson. Mutombo is screen on Gervin. Hudson the pass to Mutombo. Stolen by Robinson. Parker surveying the floor. A miss that time would have put him up. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Leonard with the steal. Parker drives in. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Parker's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. They trail by 1. Pass to Hudson. Back to Young. Over Parker. Young dishes to Hudson. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, they've started this game strong offensively. 3 out of their first 4 attempts.
Atlanta shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
The Spurs have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. I mean, you love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
And the shot is good. Hudson's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
Parker kicks to Duncan. Parker against Young. It's Parker with the drop. And it's sent back by Mutombo. 6 on the shot clock. Duncan with the screen for Leonard. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And we've seen Leonard's ball handling improve over the years, especially in the pick and rolls where he has grown to be very effective.
Duncan with the block. Hudson against Gervin. Pass to Parker. Spurs passing it around. Robinson passes to Parker. Duncan high post. Scoreless thus far. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. And it's all knotted up.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. With the break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
San Antonio trails by 3. Parker with the bounce pass. Now, here's Gervin. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Clock at 6. Parker against Young. And that one's good. Parker.
Despite his size, Parker's got the speed and the ball skills to be a successful scorer inside.
Pass to Hudson. And stolen by Leonard. Here's Parker, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Here's Pettit, releases. Here's Young. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Duncan. Gervin in the post. Working on Wilkins. And Gervin kicks to Leonard. Duncan with a screen on Young. To the inside. And Duncan throws it down hard.
There's the unselfishness of Kawhi Leonard, keeping his teammates involved.
And for Atlanta, they come in off a good outing against Detroit. Here's Wilkins. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Stan, here we are watching DeAndre Hunter. What impresses you most about his game?
Well, I like how steady he has been since he came into the league. I like the fact that he's a guy who can make shots but doesn't need the ball a lot. And I especially like, Kevin, that he's just a guy who figures out what needs to be done, and he's willing to do any of it to help his team win.
What a great intangible, right? To shift during a game and, like you said, give the team what they need at that moment. Now we know, Greg, early on in the year, teams still trying to figure out their rotations.
And it takes time before you find the rhythm you're looking for. Coaches will mix and match units to see what works best, with the thought also of the postseason.
And the dunk by Duncan.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Pass to Pettit. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Gervin over Young. Shot by Gervin, no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy misser too.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
When you watch Young, there's that courage to his game.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to speak with Quinn Snyder just before the game. Now he's worried Chris Paul will take over the game, saying he's mentally beyond where most players have ever been. His ability to read the floor, make decisions, work the refs, call out teammates, he checks every box when it comes to leadership. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really helped make an impact on that end.
Pass to Pettit. Latrey. Gervin pulls it in. Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to Denver. Now Parker, defended by Young. And Parker gets it to go. The assist by Gervin. Now it's a 5-point Spurs lead.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Atlanta making a switch here. Horford's checked in. Elliott against Wilkins. Left side, Horford. Pass to Hudson. Shot clock at 5. Rebounded by the Spurs.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
Here's Dampier, defended by Young. Dampier, no good. Atlanta trails by 5. Here's Hudson. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, Young's playmaking is very reliable. He's got impressive vision.
Ginobili outside. Spurs passing it around. Wembanyama high post. Over Horford. Wembanyama with the bucket.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
Inside.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. San Antonio leading by 3. Here's Dampier. Hasn't made one yet. Outside Aldridge. Pass to Elliott. Just 4 to shoot. And here is Ginobili. Lets it go from deep. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. And Young kicks to Wilkins. Now here is Horford. Here's Hudson. He's covered by Ginobili. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
That one on Ginobili.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for San Antonio?
Well, you know, the analytics guys would tell you a team shouldn't be taking this many mid-range shots, but clearly they're shooting them with confidence.
And another thing coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Shot's good by Dampier.
Oh, how about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
Deflects the pass.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
A minute 50 left here in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Ginobili. Outside Aldridge. Shot clock at 6. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Kept alive. Wembanyama. Tries yet again. Rebounded by Hudson. Atlanta trails by 5. Pass to Rivers. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
And look at how well Aldridge utilizes his size, reaching out and just batting away the shot.
And good that time.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now Rivers. No scoring in this one. Pass to Smith. Horford against Wembanyama. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
You know, I don't think Horford gets enough credit for his defense. He's been an impact player at that end for a long time.
2 shots.
First free throw is good for the Hawks. Johnson comes in for Josh Smith. And it's Maravich in for Hudson. Good on both.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Pass to Elliott. Here's Dampier. Ginobili outside. Wembanyama sets a screen for Ginobili. Whistle blows, but that's going to be a travel. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
.32 seconds left in the first quarter. Horford with the screen on Ginobili. Driving inside. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
San Antonio.
.23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Dampier. He's guarded by Rivers. Here's Dampier. Ginobili gets a wide open look. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Spurs lead by 8.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Spurs lead by 8. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. 8-point game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. So with Wilkins on the bench. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got Trae Young. He's out there with Smith. Mutombo is out there with Johnson. And it's Pettit in at the 4 slot. Young's shot is off.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. Such an interesting player, isn't he, Coach Jeremy Sohan? He played a lot of point guard during his second season.
Yeah, Kevin, the Spurs experimented with Sohan at the 1. It was a bit unconventional. They went away from it later in the year. But that experience as a point guard will continue to help his playmaking ability as his career progresses.
Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players, and it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
Count the basket. Parker's got the lead up to 13 now for San Antonio.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Young drives in. Down low. Stolen. Parker with it. And Young picks him up defensively. And finished off by Leonard.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Young's shot is good.
Yeah, you love to see that. Really solid stuff from Young in close.
Pass to Ginobili. Parker sets the screen for Ginobili. Back to Parker. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Ginobili's got 3 assists now in this one.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And making his 3rd All-Star appearance last season, Trae Young, a guy who is filled with so much skill in elite play.
Well, look, Trae Young may be as much fun to watch, Kevin, as any player in this league, with his quickness, with his shooting range, and he is as creative a passer as anyone I have ever seen.
He is fun to watch, isn't he?
He really is.
And the first one drops.
Yeah, you know, guys, the amount of offense that Young creates for himself and his teammates is staggering. This guy does it all.
Both good from the line that time.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Duncan outside. Pass to Gilmore. Ginobili looking around. Here's Gilmore. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Personal foul.
It's going to be on Dikembe Mutombo. San Antonio shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Marcus Gilmore. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Then last season, Jalen Johnson saw a huge leap in playing time and his production.
Yeah, look, he was one of the most improved players in this league. You know, came in as a great athlete, but then has really learned how to play the game, how to get to high percentage shots, how to get on the glass, and especially how to defend.
Yeah, his improvement has been off the charts.
Sure has.
5 on the clock. Here's Duncan. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Duncan's got 11 points.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Timeout.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to talk to his guys. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Young dishes to Johnson. And stolen by Leonard. Jumps up. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Atlanta trails by 17. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, guys, last season, a full 14 teams finished with between 46 and 51 wins, with plenty of teams in the picture. Adam Silver is thrilled with the level of competition. He says, I think what fans ultimately want is to see great competition across the league. Kevin, it's certainly fun to watch.
It is, David. Bring it on, I say. The more, the better. Pass to Pettit. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Duncan. And Ginobili. Here we go. Leonard with no one around. Out to Duncan. Parker against Young. Parker passes to Gilmore. Johnson over to help. Duncan outside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Atlanta trails by 17. Pass to Hudson. Back to Teague. Three-pointer. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
If you give Teague enough room out there beyond the arc, he won't hesitate to make you pay.
Now Leonard. Here's Hudson. 10 points for him. Willis with it. It's stolen by Duncan. By himself. And Duncan throws it down hard.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Teague against Parker. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
Free throw, good. Teague.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Here's Dampier. Teague covering. 5 to shoot. Dampier, no good. Atlanta trails by 13. Hudson the pass to Mutombo. Drops in the layup for 2.
And this team encourages Mutombo to take those shots, knowing how efficient he can be inside.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Spurs leading by 11. Here's Bowen to the middle. Here's Dampier. And it's sent back by Mutombo.
And the ferocity on display defensively here from Mutombo. Just an incredible shot block.
Pass to Bowen. Here's Keenan. 6 on the shot clock. And the layup's good off the glass.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Wilkins with the ball. Here's Hudson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And good job they're doing at the line this quarter. They'll need to continue converting those free throws.
For Atlanta, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot, keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
And Hudson drops them both. San Antonio leading by 11. Gervin in the post. He's covered by Hudson. And that one's good. Gervin.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Pass to Wilkins. There's a good screen. Down low. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good from Hudson. And so it's Gervin with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. Here's Keenan. He's covered by Willis. And it's Keenan missing.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Wilkins in the post. A rebound by the Spurs. Here's Keenan. Gervin right side. Here's Bowen. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And how about the determination of Bowen defensively? He's active and always efficient with that corner tray ball.
No good on that.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Wembanyama, he's checked in for San Antonio. And the second free throw, good. Atlanta trails by 14. Here's Hudson. A 17-point game for him in the win against Detroit. Teague finds Wilkins. Mutombo sets a screen. 6 to shoot. Here's Willis. And he's on the money with his first shot today. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
And let's take a look now at Victor Wembanyama's numbers.
He's coming off an excellent season. First in blocks, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
Clearly one of the best at what he does. Some of his highlight rejections were out of sight. Here's Dampier. Pass to Gervin. They set the pick. Takes it inside. And it's slammed in by Gervin.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Bowen. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. They get Dominique Wilkins.
Clearly a foul.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Bowen taking 2 shots.
That free throw, good from Bowen. No good on the second free throw. You coached Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
Keenan, the pass to Bowen. Here's Dampier. To the paint. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Coach, only 2 players have led the NBA in blocks as a rookie. Manute Bol and our favorite, Victor Wembanyama.
Well, Kevin, Wembanyama is already special defensively, not only as a shot blocker, but the amount of ground that he can cover to affect shots. And there are people around the league that believe that he can become the best defender of all time.
And really, Stan, Victor Wembanyama has a chance to be one of those paradigm-shifting players. Don't you agree?
Oh, no doubt, Kevin. First of all, there are not going to be very many 7'4" guys come along and then come with the skills that he has on a court, the length, his mobility, how fluid he is. It's unprecedented.
Pass to Moore. Now Aldridge. Intercepted.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Caldwell.
2 minutes.
Still yet to score. To the inside. They get a hand on it. Moore with the steal. Picked him clean. Outside Teague. Here's Smith. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Smith's got his first bucket in this one.
And serious hustle from Smith in the paint there to track that one down for the finish.
Here's Wembanyama. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Pass to Hagan. There's the triple. The rebound by Silas. Spurs leading by 15. And here is Moore. Here's Bowen. Here's Silas. Wembanyama, a screen. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by Horford. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Rivers, he's checked in for T. There's 39 seconds left in the first half of the game. Rivers against Moore. Over Rivers. Up again. Rebound, Atlanta. 23 seconds left to play in the first half. And the basket by Caldwell.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Moore against Rivers. Moore outside. Inside. Here's Wembanyama. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at them. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
With 1 on the clock, the shot, no good. And so it's San Antonio in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. With Quinn Snyder, Coach, they came at you offensively. So what has to change for you defensively?
Well, a lot, obviously, with everybody on the floor. They're capable of doing this, but we're not. It's just too easy.
Got to tighten things up as we go along. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now for Atlanta.
Yeah, their defensive effort uninspiring, like Kenny's acting career.
Oh, okay. I'm not even going to go through the films that you in. Stay in your lane, brother. Stay in your lane.
All right, let's turn now to take a look at how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
Taking a look at the Hawks, they've looked okay early on, but it's going to take a lot of work to get this team to the next tier. Plenty of competition ahead of them and not much room for error.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic from Tony Parker.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Tony Parker is out there with Gervin. Then there's Duncan. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Robinson in at the center, filling out the middle.
Well, that's his bread and butter. Young's jumper is elite.
Parker passes to Robinson. Back to Parker. Rebound by the Hawks. And here's Young from the arc. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
Well, look, Trae Young is a very creative guy and very elusive on the dribble.
Gervin against Hudson. And Gervin kicks to Parker. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting for the Spurs, Tony Parker at the line for 2.
Shoot 2.
The first one falls.
And Parker has such speed and creativity, just causes the defense fits in terms of how to properly guard it.
And Parker drops them both. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Young against Parker. From the line. Here's Pettit. The kick out to Wilkins. Nailed from three-point land. Wilkins has got 6 points.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Parker outside. Pass to Leonard. Now here's Duncan.
A tremendous score with the ball in his hands. Duncan, just too much for the D to handle.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Tim Duncan taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
And so Duncan hits them both. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And here's Young. He's got 10. And it's Pettit missing. Lob pass to Duncan. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Mutombo is screen on Parker. Young drives in. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Parker.
Here's a look at the stats for Robinson. Last season's performance for him averaged about 11 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Just a fantastic scorer off the bench. Always a factor in every game he plays.
Yeah, look, you need that kind of punch off the bench. Someone who can help shoulder the offensive load.
That free throw missing.
And something you like about Young is how he forces an opponent's hand. He makes you adapt and not the other way around.
Good on the second free throw. Parker with it. 16 points for him. Pass to Leonard. Mutombo against Robinson. Gervin outside. Back to Robinson. Pocket 6. Robinson a screen on Hudson. Here's Leonard. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Such a strong wing. Kawhi can more than handle his own down low.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot blocking defenses from last season.
A big part of their defense really revolved around their ability to block shots at the rim. It's so valuable to have that kind of backline protection. Allows you to be aggressive on the perimeter.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Now, here is Young 11 points in the game. Pass to Wilkins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 5 assists tonight.
Boy, he is quick off his feet and really stronger than he looks. Wilkins can burn you in that painted area.
Now Young. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Spurs.
Personal foul.
On Friday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant.
And for their matchup with New Orleans, that will be the 8th contest of the year for them. Should be a fun one.
That free throw good from Young. And so Young nails them both. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. 17 points was their biggest margin. Duncan with the screen for Leonard. Shoots over Wilkins. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Outside Robinson. Outside Gervin. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
On the free throw, no good. Atlanta trails by 16. Hudson kicks to Young. Pass to Wilkins. It's Young on the wing. Over Parker. Young, good. Young's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Here's Leonard. And it's sent back by Wilkins. Hudson against Gervin. Young with no one around. Hits the three-point bomb. Young's got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, you know this is coming with Young on the court. He's always looking for his next three.
Leonard looking around.
Very difficult to just stop Kawhi inside. He's a powerful player who commits to his attacks.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
How about up over the 80% mark from the line last year? So he's happy and also consistent there with those numbers.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
A free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
And a guy any team would love to have. The quiet confidence of Kawhi has worked throughout his career.
And the Hawks making a change here. Smith has checked in. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Atlanta trails by 13. Pass to Bennett. Duncan grabs the rebound. Spurs have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Parker finds Robinson. Smith with the defensive effort. Hawks have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. To the middle, here's Pettit. Robinson pulls it in.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Young with the steal. Smith outside. Wilkins with a screen on Parker. Good on the triple. Smith's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And Gervin kicks to Robinson. He's looking for Gervin and finds him. Rebound, Atlanta. Pettit's got 6 rebounds in the game. In the corner, Wilkins with it. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on David Robinson.
You can tell Dominique Wilkins just has that extra edge to his game. He's always hunting down his next bucket and willing to fight to get it.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Wilkins. San Antonio leading by 8. Parker passes to Gervin. Duncan inside. He's got 17. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
At the line for the Spurs, Tim Duncan. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And he makes the first. And Duncan drops them both. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta, trailing by 10. Pass to Pettit. Here's the 3. Rebound, San Antonio. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
And it's sent back by Mutombo. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Al Horford, he's checked in for the Hawks. And the Spurs making a change here. Parker against Young. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Parker's got 4 this quarter.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Parker against Young. Just 5 to shoot. Launches it. Rebounded by the Spurs. Robinson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Gervin. And it's slammed in by Gervin.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Wilkins kicks to Young. There's a screen. Fires the 3. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's made the decision he wants to huddle up with his guys. These teams were last season's best passers, the squads with the most assists in the NBA.
Well, they put a big emphasis on quality passes last year. We saw consistent high-level ball movement from them.
Gervin passes to Silas. Up and in on the layup. And the Spurs lead by 13.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
His size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
Parker against Young. Parker passes to Silas. Shot clock at 6. And Maravich pulls it down. Atlanta trails by 13. Young in the corner, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker.
And checking out the numbers for Parker. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged about 9 points a game last year. 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And with the ball in his hands, he is an outstanding distributor.
Well, he is so unselfish. That's why guys love playing alongside him.
Spurs on defense. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's the floater. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And what strength there by Parker. Be able to take the hit and still drain the shot in the process. He is just a remarkable athlete with tremendous finishing ability.
One shot.
Atlanta trails by 16. Right side Teague. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Teague's got 8 points.
And what a display we just saw from Teague. Great deception with the dribble to free up space.
Teague against Parker. Gervin outside. Back to Parker. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jeff Teague. He's made all 3 of his free throws so far.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half. Doing a great job at the line.
Left side, Wilkins. Pass to Willis.
I love the physicality from Willis. Going up with a lot of power and taking the shot while being fouled.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
77% shooter at the line a season ago. Those are better than average numbers.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, I just love the leadership that Willis brings to this team. He's a guy players look up to, a powerful center who just continues to impress.
And Willis drops them both. Spurs leading by 13.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Gervin outside. Pass to Silas. They swipe it. Here's Caldwell. And here is Teague, covered by Parker. And here is Horford.
The wily old vet, Horford, drawing contact around the rim.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter.
And the first one drops. Atlanta making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
To the inside. Silas, that's good. Silas has got 4 points in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Teague against Moore. Teague, the pass to Horford. Tipped away. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And I love that Teague didn't slow up when he got inside and went right in and drew the foul.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here. Free throw, good, Teague.
Well, Jeff Teague, one of the more calm players at the line, always looks to be in control.
And so Teague hits 2 free throws. 56 seconds left in the third. Here's Silas. Moore outside. And there's the drive. Here's Aldridge. Horford with the rebound.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down. Teague,
the pass to Caldwell. Pass to Horford. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Bowen. Gilmore passes to Silas. In the corner, it's Aldridge. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's his first trip to the line.
And he hit his foul shots a season ago at about a 74% clip.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both. And so it's San Antonio, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Back to the action in just a minute. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So with Wilkins on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Smith is out there with Horford, and it's Rivers, and there's Maravich, and it's Hagan in at the 3 slot. Down low, here's Smith, and Smith with the stop.
And whenever Smith gets the opportunity to attack the rim, he's going to take it.
San Antonio leading by 12. Moore passes to Wembanyama. Over Horford. Nice shot by Wembanyama, no good. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Hawks. Floats it up for Horford. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And here comes Moore, leading the fast break. Yep, that one goes in there.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
Rivers against Moore. Here's Hagan. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
Pass to Wembanyama. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10. Moore against Rivers. Moore with the steal. Wembanyama passes to Moore. Back to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Rivers against Moore. Rivers dishes to Smith. To the paint. Here's Hagan. Out to Maravich. Smith with a screen on Ginobili. Here's Maravich. Second chance shot. He lays it in. Maravich has got his first 2 points of the night.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Ginobili against Maravich. Moore outside. Kicks it out to Ginobili. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Maravich. The putback. Wembanyama controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Reverse a screen on Ginobili. Here's Maravich. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Puts it up from 12. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Wembanyama's got 8 points in the quarter.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Driving in. A nice shot by Hagan.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
Yeah, a skilled player can work around the mismatch. He's used to dealing with larger guys.
Horford with a screen on Ginobili. To the middle. And the dunk by Horford.
Well, look, if you're facing Horford in that two-man action, you have to track him off the pick.
Rivers against Moore. Banked in off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 16.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Here's Hagan, covered by Elliott. Down low. And the rejection by Wembanyama. They double team Wembanyama. Here's Moore. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Maravich. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And when you think of Maravich, his ball handling and passing comes to mind. He's really sublime and unique in those categories.
Free throw good, Maravich. And the Spurs with some changes. Leonard, he's checked in for Elliott. Gervin comes in for Manu Ginobili. And Tony Parker subbed in for Moore. Maravich hits them both. Parker with it. Floats it up for Wembanyama. An emphatic LU jam.
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
Outside, Maravich. Pass to Pettit. It's Young on the wing, covered by Parker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for 2, Trae Young.
The first one falls. Hudson's checked in for Maravich. And so Young nails them both.
I like this aggressive mentality he's adopted in the second half, doing everything he can to get to the line.
Leonard against Wilkins. Fires top of the key. Leonard no luck.
Well, the analytics don't like it. But if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
So clever at creating contact. Young looks to shoot it so often, which really forces defenders to overcommit at times.
Trae Young taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Spurs leading by 14. It's Gervin on the wing. He's covered by Hudson. Inside, here's Parker. He can't hit that time. Good D by Wilkins. And so it's Wilkins who brings up the ball for Atlanta. Fade away. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
San Antonio making a switch here. Duncan's checked in.
1 shot.
That free throw good from Wilkins. And the Spurs with possession. Outside Leonard. It's Gervin on the wing. Parker, a screen on Hudson. Gervin passes to Parker, and it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Five on the clock. Floats it up for Wembanyama. It's stolen by Mutombo. Here's the break. Wilkins passes to Pettit. Parker against Young. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Here's Parker. No good again that time. Atlanta trails by 11. Here's Hudson. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Duncan outside.
Look, he's got to play smart now. One more foul, and he's gone.
Robinson's checked in for Wembanyama.
Coming onto the floor for San Antonio. Number 50, David Robinson.
Parker outside. Pass to Leonard. And it's good on the assist by Parker. And the Spurs lead by 11.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Young pass to Hudson. Back to Young. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, Young invites the contact. He's so good at finishing through the foul.
At the line for your Hawks, Trae Young, shooting 1.
That one, this is for Young. San Antonio leading by 9. Pass to Parker. from downtown. Pettit grabs the board. Pettit's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Oh, and the dunk by Wilkins.
How about the high-flying acrobatics by Wilkins on that? Yeah, they call him the human highlight film.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And San Antonio shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Duncan kicks to Leonard. The three goes down the hatch from Kawhi.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Pettit. Duncan defending. Pettit the pass to Young. Here's Pettit. The basket good. Off the assist from Young.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Parker. Duncan with a screen on Young. Here's Parker. And it's sent back by Mutombo. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort, and we'll see how it works out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Gervin outside. Duncan kicks to Parker. 6 to shoot. From the arc. Atlanta with the rebound. Pettit's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Young outside. Good D by Parker. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the Spurs. Leonard finds Duncan. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Robinson. Tries again. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And this team leans on Robinson to control that backcourt, and he does not disappoint.
Shooting one.
What's up?
And that one falls for Robinson.
Yeah, and Robinson is a franchise-defining talent, a chiseled, powerful center, a remarkable leader.
Young, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Duncan. Rebounded by Hudson. Hudson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Over Gervin. Here's Mutombo. Robinson pulls it in. San Antonio leading by 11. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Duncan inside. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Duncan's got 21 in the game. And that put a hush over the crowd.
Wow, I mean, took these fans out of the game in the blink of an eye.
Young against Parker. Young passes to Pettit. Screened by Young. And it's Pettit missing. And San Antonio shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for San Antonio.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Victor Wembanyama.
Well, he was the catalyst for them tonight. Played a great all-around game, and you could see his teammates feeding off his energy.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 50 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Young fires away from outside. No good, unable to end this run. And here are the Spurs. The lead is 15. Outside Robinson. Gervin in the high post. Over Hudson. And there's Gervin. That's good. On the assist by Robinson.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Parker against Young. Now here's Parker. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, what does a win like this do for you at this time of the season?
Hopefully it gives us a little momentum. We got a tough stretch coming up. We got our back-to-back next week, so hopefully it just gives us a little momentum.
We'll see if we can keep it going again. Thanks, Chris. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.